I swear to God, if it does the same thing it did with the girls.
Here we are, ground zero, Komagata High School.
Oh, the cop ghost is still there.
I guess it's logical that the police got this place shut down. The teacher's body was found here, after all. It's as if the students have nowhere to go now that the school's closed.
It's like their homes evaporate when they leave for school and they can't return until school is over. Well, we can look at our surroundings and the school gates.
Yeah. The news has attracted a bunch of curious onlookers, huh? That works in our favor. The more people around, the better we can blend in. I say with my cowboy hat and my half-open shirt. It seems the officers are still inspecting the scene. Entry has been strictly prohibited.
How much do they have to inspect? Can you look at the school building over his shoulder? No. Okay. What about over his other shoulder?
His other shoulder?
To the right.
That's as far as I can go.
Oh, that's as far as it'll go. Okay. Think?
Oh. Okay, yeah, we did this one. Alright, think.
2 people have died. A teacher named Kohei Junouchi and a student, Michio Shiraishi. Is there anything else to be gained here? We talk to him? Does he have anything new to say?
Yeah, I'm gonna talk to him. This place is said to be connected with the story of the Fool's Procession. I wouldn't be surprised if a curse bearer decided to turn up. However, I need to find out if that teacher was a curse bearer or not. I expect the police to be baffled since they don't know about the curses. I can ask around and see what the students have to say. Yeah, let's inquire.
Yeah, let's do it.
Hello, fellow children. Alright, I'll go ask the students about Michio. I'm back, man.
So, what did you learn? You weren't gone very long at all.
That school kids sure love a good rumor. I was practically drowning in stories about Mr. Junouchi and Michio, most of which seemed dubious at best.
Not surprising.
Most of what I heard was hardly worth a second thought. But there is one story that caught my attention.
Oh?
Some believe that Michio is the one who killed Mr. Junouchi.
Really? Look at his mouth.
Yeah. The story's got 2 pieces of evidence to back it up. One of them wasn't news to me. Apparently he's been mumbling that Michio was going to kill him for some days now. A fellow teacher overheard his mumbling and told the students.
Why?
Yeah, I don't know. That confuses me.
I'm so confused about that. And then it spread like wildfire, I suppose. Rumors that juicy don't stay a secret for long.
As for the other piece of evidence...
Yeah, Richter did meet this man, and now he's acting like he hadn't?
Yeah. A pigtailed girl in her school uniform was seen around school late last night.
Go on.
That's it. Although numerous people claim to have seen the girl, not one of them saw her face. Some are proposing it was Michio brought back to life, or that it was her vengeful spirit. But it's not like Michio's the only high school girl to wear pigtails. This rumor might have been made up just to fan the flames. You might be thinking to yourself, why would 2 teenagers do that? Well, I got news for you.
Yes, what is your news?
That teenagers are cold and heartless and they'll just do whatever.
That is very true. I remember being a teenager.
About 100 years ago.
No, more like 10. 15 if you're pushing it. But if it were true, I'd want to get a hold of her in order to hear her side of the kidnapping.
If she's alive, that'd be ideal. There's still one more thing I should mention. I discovered where Michio lived. The student had a list of student addresses on hand.
And they just handed him out, willy-nilly to strangers who asked. Real dangerous if you ask me, but what do I know? That's an amazing find.
I believe all this... This is the 80s. We didn't know any better. I mean, we did, but I don't think we cared.
Okay, that makes more sense.
I believe all the students actually have a copy of said list.
Thank you! Thank you, Richter, thank you!
It truly worries me how easy it was to obtain what should be confidential information. Imagine what would happen if that information got into the wrong hands.
Well, so far it hasn't, no.
So far.
This is Japan, after all, not like the United States of America.
Sure, let's hope it stays that way. In the meantime, it's now possible for us to visit Michio Shiraishi's house. We're going there.
Thank God, finally.
We're going there right now.
Yep.
Near the Shiraishi household.
How did it go?
I faded into existence, ma'am.
Right, I was here. I saw that part.
I went to visit Michio Shiraishi's family home. However, no one seemed to be there. I got no answer at the door and all the lights were out. It seems to have been empty for a while now. There was a stack of newspapers out front.
Oh, interesting. Have a good night, Loop.
Have
Sleep
a good
well.
night, Luke. Yep. Alright. Social connections run deep in working class areas like this place, so I decided to talk to the locals. I met a few nice old ladies who were kind enough to give me the scoop.
Oh, thank God. Nice old ladies will talk forever if you let them.
And they'll tell you everything you want to know.
And a lot of things you don't want to know.
Oh, absolutely. Yep. Turns out, could you imagine? Okay, if you're an old lady like sweeping your porch, and then this tall glass of handsome saunters up.
Oh my God.
He just made their entire lives.
He'd have to pay me to shut up.
Like there's a zero-sum chance that they were like, why don't you come inside for some tea? It's like that. It's like the end of Mulan. Would you like to come in for dinner? Would you like to stay forever? God, I still love that.
Old ladies are the best.
Old ladies are the best. Turns out the Shiraishi's reputation really went down the dumps this past year.
Is that so?
I'll give you the quick summary. They moved here about 3 years ago. Their previous residence was in a better part of town. Michio's father died in a car accident, leaving behind just the two of them. Michio's mom, Toshiko, now a single mother, relocated here. At first, they got along with their neighbors, many of which were in similar situations, helping and being helped in turn.
So far, so good. What happened?
Well, as I said, their reputation began to go downhill about a year ago. A man recognized as Toshiko's common-law husband had moved into the household. His name was apparently Kankachiro Iwai. Neighborhood gossip is something else. Somehow everyone knew his name.
So, what of this EYA character?
He was apparently a vulgar fellow with a criminal record. He was prone to violent outbursts. Neighbors often heard screams and shouting coming from the home. The neighbors took particular notice of Toshiko's screams, pleading with him to not hit Michio.
That's terrible.
As if that wasn't unsettling enough, every night the neighbors also began to hear an eerie chanting. Through this, the Shiraishi's stand in the neighborhood plummeted rapidly. Toshiko was often seen covered in bruises and wounds. She stopped responding to her neighbors. She would just turn the other way when greeted. They kept their storm shutters closed even during the day and effectively shut themselves away from the entire community.
That sounds horrible. Why didn't the police step in and do something?
Unfortunately, under our current laws, the police aren't allowed to get involved with domestic disputes.
That's awful.
And then Michio reportedly killed herself. Things only got worse with Iwai, and Toshiko was admitted to a hospital for physical and mental abuse. Ever since, Iwai hasn't returned to the home. Many locals expressed sympathy for Michio's circumstances, but just as many were fed up with the Shiraishis entirely and seemed relieved that things finally quieted down. It seems that they were still considered outsiders even after 3 years of living here.
I don't understand it. Why would Toshiko have gotten involved with such a brutish good-for-nothing in the first place?
I've heard many stories where one partner's personality does a complete turn after entering a relationship. After her first husband's death, Toshiko's financial situation had also taken a turn for the worse. She was determined to send her daughter to a good high school. It's possible she fell victim to sweet promises.
Life can be tough, I suppose.
That is the most blasé, like, rich thing ever. Like, alas, the troubles of the poor.
I mean, to give her credit, she does seem to be genuinely disturbed about what she's hearing.
No, I know. I don't. Because she's so tired and broken, everything she says sounds cynical and sarcastic.
I mean, yes.
So.
But it's nice to see that she does still have compassion for others.
Yeah. You don't seem moved by the story, ma'am. That's fine. People have all kinds of stories. You don't seem to give a shit, man. I'm just moving on. Whoa, look at this guy.
Yikes. Look at this guy.
Male, unemployed. The common-law husband of Michio Shiraishi's mother, Toshiko Shiraishi. Kankichiro started coming and going from the Shiraishi household a little over a year ago. It seems he has served some time in prison, but the details are unknown. He's giving me some Yakuza vibes.
Yeah.
The fuck happened to his face? Is that a scar or is that like his cheekbone?
I think it's supposed to be a scar.
Okay.
I feel like a cheekbone would be like defined with a black line. Yeah, he is definitely Yakuza.
Yeah. But the Shiraishis certainly hadn't lucked out with theirs, bringing such a violent man into it. Oh, okay, I guess that's it. I'm gonna think.
Alrighty. The Shiraishis were dealt a tough hand. Can't imagine what it was like. Could it be the girl was forced by her circumstances to take the kidnapping? He does look a lot like a Yakuza.
Yeah. Like,
yeah.
Yeah. Huh. Okay. Can we look around? Let's look at the surroundings. It's a bit quiet over here. It is a residential area after all. All these rundown row houses really scream working class, don't they? Can we go into their...
I've never liked these messy and cluttered back streets. They give me the jitters every time. It's reassuring to have someone as strong and tall as Richter accompanying me. He looks so unfazed.
And handsome. And he probably smells nice.
I suppose a detective is used to this kind of thing, always investigating and chasing criminals. I wouldn't be cut out for it. Well, looks like that's about it.
Why go look at the house? Oh, they're not even, there's nothing there. Okay.
Yeah, we can't. Richter looked at it. Okay.
Let's go to Watagesui.
Sure.
The Hihaku Soap's headquarters are on the other side of South Watagesui Street.
So why are we on this side?
I'm gonna play tour guide. They were closed when I visited this morning, but it appears things are up and running now. To think a small soap making company could grow so much in such a short time. They have factories and warehouses throughout the area now. You can see why director and now chairwoman Natsuo Yamamori is called the Queen. Ooh. Hihaku Soaps. A chemical producer that ranks 4th largest in the domestic detergent market and 7th largest in the cosmetics market. From its humble beginnings as a small soap factory established after the war in 1946, founder Natsuo Yamamori utilized her feminine perspective and a well-timed economic move to boldly lead the company into new markets. Even as the market grew crowded with the industrialization of Sumida City, the company continued to expand, digging its roots deep into the area. In particular, it established itself as a household name by focusing its branding toward the rapidly expanding convenience store market. Its flagship products now include cosmetics, detergent, soap, shampoo, and more. The company's name, Hihaku, can also refer to kasuri, a type of patterned fabric. Ooh.
Ooh.
Ooh, collect all information on persons of interest. Natsuo Yamamori.
Oh, nice.
Natsuo is the former president of Hihaku Soaps, a large chemicals company. Though she retired from her position 2 years ago, she still wields great influence over the company from her position of chairwoman. Recently, there have been rumors about her possessing strange and powerful magical abilities, earning her the nickname the Witch of Hihaku. Prior to the war, Natsuo enjoyed working her dream job at a textile factory.
That's suspect.
She was forced to face the bitter reality of the world, however, when the factory was destroyed by a fire during the war, and she was ordered to rework the fabric she had painstakingly crafted into something more suitable for blue-collar work. Witnessing the rise in popularity of Western-style clothing in the post-war period, Natsuo left the textile industry. However, a nod to her past can be seen in her company's name, with Hihaku being another name for kasuri, a type of fabric featuring patterns and images woven with dyed fibers. Having long been dissatisfied with the soap supplied at the textile factory, Natsuo saw a business opportunity and set up her own small soap factory. Taking inspiration from imported soap brands, she developed new products which quickly gained a good reputation. Ever the shrewd businesswoman, Natsuo ran an aggressive promotional campaign on TV featuring a popular Japanese singer, rapidly turning Hihaku Soaps into a household name.
We've had a request to look back at her portrait. I don't know. I mean, she looks like kind of a hard ass.
Yeah.
Not unpleasant.
No, she looks like Aunt May from Spider-Man.
Oh my god, she does. You mentioned that Takumi works as her secretary?
That's correct.
Do you think it's possible he's acting on her orders?
That's exactly my thinking. A curse bearer with both money and power could certainly look at at resurrection as their next prize. Negotiating with a person of that stature may prove difficult.
She looks kind of Yakuza adjacent.
Yakuza Aunt May?
Maybe.
First, I need to confirm whether Takumi is the man I ran into last night. Then I'll be able to determine if he's a curse bearer. I'll be better if I go inside the headquarters alone.
Of course, that way the animators don't have to draw the interior. I understand.
You should walk around, visit a cafe for some tea, perhaps. Alright, so go. I'm going in. I may be a while, so feel free that. So feel to find.
Well, it's weird.
Okay. I may be a while, so feel free to find somewhere to kill time.
Okay. Good luck in there.
I thought I was stroking out or something.
Nope, it was definitely missing a word.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
It's fine. You were only gone for a few seconds. How did it go?
We transitioned real quick. I'll fast forward to the conclusion. I met with Takumi. There's no doubt he's the same man I saw last night. But doesn't seem like he's a curse bearer. But that doesn't mean he has no connections to recent curses. He knew about the Seven Mysteries. He even guessed we have a curse stone of our own.
Excuse me?
I fucked up. I tried to approach Takumi about a fallen item after I ran into him last night, however. You said your name was Richter, correct? I have a favor I'd like to ask of you. I'm hoping you would hand over the curse stone in your possession. Curse stone? What are you on about? Can't you see I'm pouting here? There's no need to play dumb with me. In fact, there's no time for it. I had all the same reason you did to think you were a curse bearer last night. And your arrival here only confirms it. You are a curse bearer, no? Well, not technically. You're right, we lack time. I'll confess, I am a curse bearer. I possess the curse stone of the haunted clappers. I'm glad to hear the truth. Finally, this conversation is worthwhile. Wow. It is a dangerous item you hold. Give it to me. My company will take the responsibility to dispose of it. Because what better idea than to give a large company something seemingly limitless in power? I didn't know the soap business specialized in scrubbing curses clean.
Lol.
It is the prerogative of Miss Yamamori. Is that so? Assuming you've obtained the curse, you understand the power it involves, no? Miss Yamamori possesses supernatural powers, akin to those of a god. She also has a deep love for this land, having transformed it from the pile of dirt it once was to the home of our headquarters. She cannot stomach the fact that it's now the site of these curses run rampant. So you're telling me the Queen of Hihaku is a real-life witch? She wouldn't appreciate being called that, mind you.
Say that again and I'll deck you across the face.
Say that again and I'll slap you with my dick.
Oh, baby.
There's a sorcerer by the name of Suigen Gamyono, who's gallantly working behind the scenes, exorcising spirits and the like. Go on.
Tell me more.
Richter just very casually checking his watch.
Yep.
That being so, there have already been instances of the dead coming back to life. Do you understand the urgency of this matter? These are curses we're speaking of. Tools which are used by wicked beings to possess people. The rite of resurrection is nothing but a fabrication meant to seduce the curse bearers into unspeakable action. If you truly understand what I'm talking about, you must hand over that curse stone at once. Very interesting. With that said, just how many curse stones have you acquired so far? If what you tell me is true, surely the company would have launched a large-scale search by now.
He hasn't got any.
Yeah, we have 6. 6? Whoa! I can rest at ease then. And here I thought I was at risk of being cursed. It seems we are on the same page. If that is the case, you should hand over your curse stone immediately. Yeah, well, hold on one second. Let me just reach into my pack. He just reaches in and pulls out a middle finger.
Yep.
I'm sorry to disappoint you, but it's not actually in my possession at the moment. Considering its importance, I've been keeping it in hiding. Really now? Then I'll accompany you while you retrieve it. I'm sorry, but I've got something important to attend to, but I promise I'll return with it later. Very well.
You know, my favorite thing about this guy is that the way they designed him so meticulously to look very untrustworthy.
Yeah.
And, like, he's spouting a good yarn.
Yeah, exactly.
And honestly, I do feel like it's not outside the realm of possibility that the Rite of Resurrection is just like a little carrot to dangle in front of the curse bearers to get them to do horrible things.
Right.
So like the way he just put that out there is like, oh yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah.
Weird, evil-looking, evil-coded character.
Yeah. Then you won't refuse to provide your address and telephone number, I presume. How prudent of you. I'll oblige. I hope he gave him like a fake address.
I know.
And that's how it went.
So, they aren't after the right after all?
I wouldn't be so quick to trust him.
I don't trust that man.
Yeah, at all.
Oh?
I believe we're dealing with a master in deception. He may well have made up a story to convince us to part ways with our stone. I think he was lying about having procured 6 curse stones as well. Like, really? 6? That's excessive.
Well, now I feel gullible.
The company is plotting something. I wonder what they mean to do with the curse stones. They seem rather desperate to get a hold of ours, despite us not having collected any soul dregs. Perhaps the people at Hihako are the masterminds behind the curses being unleashed.
Because the chairwoman's a witch?
I wonder about that, too. If she really were that powerful, would her secretary have divulged that information so casually?
Yeah.
Takumi was either making it up as he went, or he's trying to spread a rumor.
For what purpose would he do that?
Recently, people have been caught up about the occult more than ever before. If word spreads that Hihako's chairwoman has godlike powers, she could very well benefit socially and politically from that mystique.
That's unsettling.
That's the point. By the way, there's one more thing of interest I heard while in the company's reception lobby.
And what's that?
People were discussing whether one of the bodies found this morning was that of a Hihaku employee.
Really?
So long as the officials haven't revealed their identity, it all amounts to no more than speculation, though. Despite that, I've reason to believe Hihaku Soaps is deeply involved with the Seven Mysteries. Oh, the more we know, the better our negotiations will go. In the meantime, we should be off somewhere else. There's no reason to stick around here any longer. Alright. I guess we go to the high school.
We already went to the high school, though.
Oh, that's right, Midori Park.
Yeah, that's the last place.
Richter, one more thing, actually. We're here, This is Midoricho Park. Ayame Tono lives around here. She wasn't in her apartment when I dropped by this morning. I wonder if it's worth checking again. I was just
Which
gonna...
one was Ayame?
Huh?
Which one was Ayame?
Ayame Tono? I don't remember. Let's find out.
We have had a lot of names thrown at us and not a lot of faces to go with them. There she is.
Oh, her.
Oh, that's that girl.
It's
okay.
that girl. Okay. It's that girl. We won't get much done standing around here. Why don't I go and check out Ayame's apartment? You just stand here and look pretty.
Dot, dot, dot. You don't mean to speak with her, do you?
No, I'd prefer to get an idea of what she's been up to. I'd like to see whether she's been home or not, just to potentially get a trace on her movements.
Then be my guest.
Okay, I shouldn't be long. And now I'm back.
Yeah.
I'm back, ma'am.
Oh, nothing?
On the contrary, everything. I'm afraid so. She still hasn't returned. However, I've noticed a few people who seem to be related to the police force keeping watch in the area. I don't know if they got eyes on her apartment, but they do appear to be watching the building it's in.
Interesting. You've got a sharp eye to have noticed them just being so covert.
What can I say? It's part of the job. However, it meant I had to refrain from knocking on her door or looking through her windows. I wasn't able to check her electric meter or mailbox either, unfortunately.
You were planning to go that far?
We won't make much progress sticking around here. Alright, well then what the fuck do we do?
No. Think. What a waste of time. We should move on quickly.
Alright, well let's move.
To where, though? You want to go back to the high school?
Yeah. Yeah, no developments. Let's just see what he says. I can imagine the students are uneasy after learning of the murder. It may do them well to stay home for some time, if not for fear of their safety. The police are probably too wrapped up in solving the case to be concerned about the students' mental health.
Richter, I don't know if you know, but this is the 1980s. No one cares about mental health. I can see that.
Alright, let me talk to him again. It's important that society provides a safe environment for the benefit of our youth. Some school policies could use some rewriting, especially those handling the students' personal information.
That's right. I don't want a student being kidnapped on their way back home ever again.
I expect criminals to grow more cunning as time passes. There may be times when the authorities can't keep up. That's where outlaws such as myself come in.
What's this about?
Actually, just forget I said anything.
No, I don't think I will. Said outlaw. Please, extrapolate. I'm all ears. I would love to hear you talk about being an outlaw.
Oh, here we go. Maybe this. I doubt anyone's still living there.
None?
Whoa!
Oh, that's different. Is the Yakuza man here?
Oh, so you came here too.
Is it our boys? Is it our boys? Huh? What is it?
Yes!
Yes!
Now I get to do 3 different voices.
Ah.
Could you repeat what you know one more time for me, Richter? Oh, no. Oh.
I mean, it's kind of perfect.
Okay. All right, let's stop it here, and then we're gonna start with the fancy sushi.
Fancy sushi.
We're starting with fancy sushi next week. God damn, this is a beefy game.
Yeah, it's a beefy story. There's a lot of characters.
There's so much beef.
Oh my god, I know. Richter's got most of it.
All right, we're gonna call it here. We're gonna be back on Thursday. We're gonna pick this up again. I don't have any idea how close we are to the end.
Yeah, same.
Like, it seems like we're getting there. Like we're like halfway through the day, but it feels like we haven't gotten this like any answers whatsoever on anything.
Yeah.
I'm telling it now, man. She was gonna kill Shogo. I'm calling it.
And maybe she did.
Maybe she did.
Maybe she came back to finish the job.
Yeah. All right, we're gonna be back on Thursday with more of this, guys. Thank you so much for joining us. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter at Receivable, at on Blue Sky at Occults Receivable. You can follow me in both places at Tomasmataz. You can follow Teresa at YouTube, Blue Sky, and Kara at Tiny Kiwi Studio. We'll be back on Thursday with some more Paranormasight, and I don't know, maybe we'll actually be able to finish it.
Maybe.
But we will see you guys then. As always, thank you so much, everybody. Have a good night.
Good night.